1047 Games invited myself and other content creators to play a new private preview build of Splitgate 2 yesterday, and I couldn't be more excited to share my thoughts on what we played. I know YouTube is full of exaggeration and dramatization of how everything is either the best or the worst ever, but I feel confident in saying that after playing Splitgate 2 for the second time yesterday, I think it's going to be the best multiplayer game of 2025. First Splitgate 2 alpha took place a couple months ago, back in August. I guess that's more than a couple now. I really enjoyed what I played during that alpha with obvious steps forward from the first Splitgate when it came to visuals, performance, gunplay, depth, and polish. Splitgate 2 felt like the AAA sequel to Splitgate the 1047 promised when they decided to move on to Splitgate 2. We also got a taste of some of the new systems in the game, such as factions, new weapons, the loadout system, new maps of course, and more. While the August alpha was just a small sample of what Splitgate 2 would be, I walked away pretty excited for the future of the game, knowing that 1047 had set themselves up to be able to refine, update, and bring new content to Splitgate 2 when it launches in 2025. But after playing this private preview, which we weren't allowed to stream or record, I really feel that 1047 has built something great. Not just a step forward, but something great. In this build, 1047 added 2 new maps, one of which is significantly larger than the 3 maps which were in the August alpha. They also added Splitgate 2's sniper rifle power weapon, 1 new weapon for each faction, and a new mode called Firecracker, which is an offense versus defense bomb plant mode with respawns. While it's obvious that there's still a ton of maps, modes, progression, and more to be added to Splitgate 2 before launch and after, what I played yesterday was easily one of the best FPS games that I've played in the last year. For starters, I continue to be impressed by the level of quality and polish that Splitgate 2 has. Everything from the looks of the maps to the gun models, sound effects, and animations literally feels best in class. I play a ton of first-person shooters, and for whatever reason, the gun models, animations, and accompanying sound effects in Splitgate 2 literally just feel a level above everything else in the market. When you see a gun in Splitgate 2, it has a particular look, feel, and quality to it. When you shoot it, it feels appropriate for its look. The guns look, feel, sound, they're punchy, they're effective, they give each kill a satisfying feeling. And the reload and inspect animations are literally fun to just watch. These things combined give the gunplay of Splitgate 2 a unique feeling that I haven't had in quite some time. It's like the gunplay feels new, familiar, and satisfying all at the same time, and it feels great. Well, I'm not going to detail Splitgate 2's loadout and perk system much here, as I did that in my previous video talking about how it's now a legitimate Call of Duty competitor in many ways. I should mention that each faction got a new weapon in this test, and as of this build, all the weapons in the game feel good. I'm sure there's more to come, but the Kraber-like sniper rifle is easily my favorite in the game, but I had a lot of fun trying out the different classes and weapon combinations and playstyles this time around. And I should also remind you that this faction and loadout system represents not only a means for built-in progression for players to unlock and customize their weapons, both cosmetically and practically with the attachment system, if they are unlockable through progression or if it's all available to base. We don't know what 1047 is going to do. But also it's an obvious area for potential expansion with future seasons of Splitgate 2, in which they can add new factions, weapons, abilities, equipment, etc. One of the things that I'm happiest to report is that the pace of the game modes has all moved forward since the August alpha in a positive way. One of my critiques and bits of feedbacks from that alpha was that some of the rounds and modes felt so fast that you couldn't really get into the mindset or flow state to feel the rhythm of the game or mode before the round ended. It was just really quick, it was like it started, and then it was over. That has been addressed here in both Hot Zone and Team Deathmatch, but also in Firecracker, Splitgate 2's bomb mode previewed in this build. And it goes without saying that 1047 has a ton of room for expansion here into modes like SWAT or Tactical Slayer, Team Snipers, Infection, Fiesta, CTF, Showdown, and more, not to mention ranked and competitive play, which based on what I'm feeling and playing is going to be huge. Splitgate 2 is absolutely going to have an incredible competitive and esports scene, no question. I can't wait to start the rank grind myself. And with all that said, I'm thrilled to see the progress that 1047 is making on Splitgate 2, and I feel very confident in telling you that it's going to be something special when it launches in 2025. I loved the original Splitgate and I believed in its potential, but I no longer just have hope, I believe. I've played it, I've seen it. Splitgate 2 was the real deal. Everything from the map design, look, performance, sound, gunplay, modes, and more has proven to me that Splitgate 2 is going to be one of the best multiplayer FPSs on the market when it launches. And I believe 1047 when they say that they're going to execute a top-tier live service and seasonal model as well. I have no hesitation or reason to doubt. I can't wait until the next time I can play Splitgate 2. I truly believe that it can rise to the top of the FPS space. If you made it through the whole video, thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe to the channel if you want more Splitgate 2 coverage as the game moves forward. If you have any Splitgate 2 questions that I can answer for you, leave them down in the comments, and we'll see you in the next video. Mayor Reynolds out. Video is sponsored by G Fuel Energy, a sugar-free energy drink available in both powdered and canned form, and you can get 20% off using code MAYOR at discount. That's just MAYOR, M-A-Y-O-R. Right in checkout, it's going to get you 20% off. There's a ton of good flavors, including this new Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty flavor. If you need a competitive edge, guys, something to keep you up on those late nights or just get you hyped for whatever the latest release is, look no further than G Fuel Energy and use code MAYOR to get a discount on your order and support my content and channel at the same time.